Yo, and this
It
is
would be
big.
cool.
Hey,
It'd be
listen, maybe when A$AP Rocky was liking that post, he was laid up with Rihanna. They were just like chilling in the living room.
Yo,
and
yeah.
no, it's true. It's true. So
Laid
maybe
up with
Rihanna also saw
Rihanna.
it. Listen, maybe Rihanna, and if Rihanna sees it, then Jay-Z saw it. And if Jay-Z saw it, then Beyonce
Is that
saw
how
it.
that's not how life works, Afam. Yo, stop. Yo, stop.
And so
Your narratives today are ridiculous.
So essentially, I'm on this platform to say Njerae times Beyonce coming soon. It's happening. It's happened. It's solidified. That's already in the universe, man. Listen.
Dunia yetu hii ina mambo sana. Dunia yetu hii ina mambo mingi. Dunia yetu hii ina mambo sana. Dunia yetu hii ina mambo mingi. Ina mambo sana. Ina mambo mingi. Ina mambo sana.
Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to the 30% podcast. This is episode 144, and I go by the name of Mefuna. My co-host goes by the name Sam, Jedediah, Are, and that's all the energy I have because I'm sick. I'm so sick right now.
Oh man, you sound horrible.
I've literally expended.
You sound terrible.
I've expended
man.
all my energy to
On that
just
intro.
do that intro.
I should
bro.
take it from here.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah,
rest
please.
of the podcast is me now.
Sorry. I'm also gonna. I might cough a little bit. So
That's
just,
okay. I
bear
won't
with me,
edit it out.
guys.
We'll actually no.
yeah. For continuity's sake, but
Yeah, man, sorry, bro. What's going
man,
on?
guys?
What's
I
happening?
don't know. I low key think this is COVID.
How are you
Like,
getting COVID in
'cause
2025, bro? Like, what's
I know, man. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, actually, my white blood cells are letting me down, my guys. Like, come on, guys, come on. Like, bro. Anyway, yeah, it's just the symptoms. Did you ever watch Osmosis Jones?
you haven't? I have not heard those two words together in a long time.
Bro,
Osmosis Jones.
was my jam. Bro, I
Oh,
watched it
man.
again recently. Well, I say recently, but last year I watched it again, and it holds up. It's a really, really fantastic piece of cinematography.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, they don't make is it just me, Sam, but they don't make
No. It's
media, like
It's
they don't
not.
make shows, they don't make movies like that anymore.
but I keep saying we keep having this. I keep saying that it's just because we are attached to those days.
Maybe.
Our emotions are attached to those. But
but it's
things
such
have
a
changed though.
dope concept.
Yeah, I think things have changed in terms of like topics and it's just I don't. I'm on your side now. Actually, I think it's just it doesn't seem as there's less depth to a lot of these things now. I don't know whether it's
Yeah. But anyway, my Osmosis Jones white blood cells are just not doing their duty.
Crazy.
So
Sorry. They're on vacation.
that's unfortunate.
Even
But,
white blood cells have to go on vacation.
yeah.
Sorry.
What unfortunately, what have you been up to, man?
I'm alright, man. Same thing as the previous week. Well, let me not say same thing. Been working on a couple of like, demos and music ideas. I'm trying to figure out how I can.
Nice.
And if there are any artists listening to this, I'm just doing a whole bunch of demos and then pitching them to artists and working, like producing the song and then helping with the writing. So I have like a whole bunch of ideas. I just want to create ideas and then start shelling them out to people and see what happens. I'll do more of that rather. Apart from that, nothing else. Nothing else. I was inside the whole week again.
Okay.
So I might not attend a Kenyan show for a while now, honestly. But anyway,
okay, that sounds like a foreshadow.
oh no, it's
like,
not.
You know,
just because I probably I might not be around to attend shows. But we'll see. Maybe if any of them are doing like online events,
Okay.
we'll be there. But yeah,
yeah,
that's that. Nothing interesting. Premier League started, so I'm kind of hyped. something else to pay attention to.
So hype. Oh my goodness, bro.
It's been a long.
Can you feel the relief?
It's been a long
in my
2
voice,
months,
man. Bro, I realized the reason why people are so attached to football is because life can just be so boring
without it.
and then
Yeah.
you need something to believe in. You need something to like kind of take your mind away from all the stress and drivel that people experience. And that's why people really get so passionate and attached to their teams. And that's why people like me let Arsenal just play with
Ruin
my
your
feelings,
life.
you know?
And they're about to
Yeah,
too.
they have me on strings.
They're about to ruin your
Oh,
life,
man.
man.
No, they're not. No. This year we're being optimistic. But yeah,
Are
man,
we?
the Premier
I
League
was
is back.
I was at a shop earlier today.
Oh yeah, me, I'm
And
optimistic.
the guy at the counter was wearing an Arsenal shirt, and I asked him, "So what are we doing today?" I'm like, "Why did you wear that shirt if you're so negative?" He's like, "Bro, like I'm just waiting for midway. I'm waiting for December, then we can start supporting the team." Like the first, like he doesn't believe in the team until December.
No, we have
Kinda
to. We have
understand
to
him.
support. We have to support Arsenal like from the get go, man. We have to be behind the boys, man. Sam, say it with me. We are gooners. We goon.
All right, what are we talking about today, man? Like, why are you? A virus is getting to your head, is what it is. Virus is absolutely.
That's crazy. That's a crazy soundbite, and I hope that doesn't come to bite me in the future.
I hope it does. And you alone. I should have just kept quiet for like half a minute.
No,
Just isolate
no,
you.
no. I involved your name, so I'm going down with you, bro. I'm going down with you. I'm taking you down with me. Aside from the Premier League happening, I've just been working on a bunch of music miraculously. Still trying to mix some stuff.
Oh, cool.
And
What are you tapping into?
More urban tone, genge tone vibes, you know. I'm still trying to dip my toe in the proverbial genge tone, urban tone soup. And
Right.
yeah, man, don't let me laugh at my own jokes by myself, Sam. I'm sick. Like, have some.
No. Oh,
Have some,
you're
just
one of those
like-
guys. You're one of those guys when you're
Please.
sick now, all of a sudden everything has to bend towards you because you're sick. You
Yes.
just be throwing I'm sick in random conversations.
Exactly. So
Don't
please.
do that, no.
Anyway, do you want to know what else is sick? You know what else is sick?
Jeez. Oh man.
Let me tell you what
I'm
else
getting
is sick right now.
I'm getting sick of this segues.
Let me tell you, Rob Stringer, the CEO of Sony, he hopped on the phone. The bro was like, "Yo, can I get Nyashinski on the phone?" And he said, "Yo, bro, it's time." And Nyashinski was like, "It's time to do what?" And I was like, "It's time to make history. Do you want to be a legend?" Nyashinski was like, "I'm already a legend." Rob Stringer was like, Nah. Do you want to be a legend?" And Nyashinski was like, "You know what? You might have a point." And here we are, man. Nyashinski inked a deal with Sony Music Africa. And yeah, man, that dominated the
that's how it went
airwaves, the
down.
news for... That's exactly,
exactly how it-
listen, this is 98% accuracy, what I just did. That's exactly how it went.
all right.
And yeah, man. How do you feel about this deal? Because I saw a lot of mixed, like literally it was 50-50 in terms of the reactions to this deal. One, I think we do need a little bit more information as to what kind of deal it is. I mean, on the surface level, whenever they release such news,
Yeah.
everybody just assumes he's signed to the label and they're controlling everything. But sometimes it could be a pub deal. Sometimes it could be a distribution deal. You know, I don't think he would be doing a 360 in 25. Who knows?
Yeah.
In 2025.
or
but, like,
a full
yeah.
a full blown like actual like record label deal. Like I don't think
Yeah.
that's how it's going down.
with deliverables and you have to release 3 albums
Yeah,
and this
album
and that.
album.
I don't know if it's
what do you call them? With a KPI. Is it called KPI? What do you call the thing in corporate world? What's
Yeah,
it's called the
KPIs.
KPI? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's none of that, I don't think.
But anyway, yeah, how do you feel? How do you feel about it, man? Because
This is
it's big, it's
This
huge,
is-
it's massive news.
yeah, I mean it's massive in the sense of he's one of the older acts that are getting signed. That has like the thing about him is he's been going like since he returned in since he went solo in what 2016 was it? I think it was 2016 when he went solo. He's been just progressing and get moving further. Sony and UMG have been active. It's just Warner that we've not really had much of in East Africa. I don't know what they're. What?
No, they purchased Africa.
Okay, yeah.
That's
recently.
that's the so I think that's the tactic. It's kind of okay. Let's get these people who have been in the space for a minute and kind of let them do the groundwork essentially.
Yeah. So but in terms of just like signing, we've seen UMG and Sony more. This is cool. Of course, there's people on either side. People are cautious about. First off, there's just ignorance. On this podcast, we are pro independence, but I don't think we are just like 100%. Like sometimes there's a use for labels, and they can definitely benefit an artist's career. So if it works in terms of the goals and what an artist is trying to do, then definitely you're going to have to give up some things. But in life, we give up things. So we're not all just whenever anyone signs to a label, no, get out. So if it works for him, it would be cool. I've always thought that there's more that he could be doing. Just in terms of solidifying himself as an act, not just in the East Africa, Kenya space, but then like trying to, have a bigger footprint around Africa and even the world. So hopefully, like this helps with that. Just interested to seeing what kind of music comes out of it, and just in terms of how he's been moving, if that changes at all or any of that. There were, I don't know, I saw somewhere that there were talks about he pulled down some songs or something like that. I didn't really pay attention to that, but what was going on there?
Yeah, so from the press release, it says, we're excited to finally be announcing Nyashinski signing. Nyashinski's signing, which will come with his much anticipated first release of the year, Kayccy, a confident, razor sharp anthem accompanied by a slick and cinematic music video. Then there's a lot of stuff, and then I want to get to the part where they talk about his other. So then they say the signing will also be paired with Nyashinski availing all, and this is in bold letters, all of his most celebrated classics, some of which he pulled down in brackets. And this is on the press release. And they say on streaming platforms, giving fans a chance to rediscover the timeless records that shaped his legacy. From the soulful ballad Malaika, which has 24 million on YouTube. It's very interesting that they chose to show or like say how many views it has on YouTube. Anyway, to the anthemic Mungu Peke, which has 17 million on YouTube, and Street Certified Hapo 2, featuring Chris Kaiga at 19 million on YouTube. This rollout bridges his past with the future. So, I mean, there's definitely elements of distribution here. I think this is like, I'm leaning towards distribution deal.
Oh, so you think that they're planning to redistribute those songs?
I think so.
That's
because those songs were taken off. I think they're saying that they were taken off streaming, and he did have a bunch of songs taken off streaming because he's had a lot of controversy with producers. So that's been a thing. So I wonder how they're gonna approach that. I don't know if I don't know what the strategy is going to be, to be honest.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because a lot of people were unhappy with how the business behind the music went.
Mhm.
So Well, let's see. It's just one of those kind of wait and see things. I don't know if he's going to take the Taylor Swift approach and re-record all these songs. Do you think that's going to happen? That would be interesting. Nobody in Kenya has really done something like that.
Yeah, that would be. And if there's someone who could probably try and innovate, I think it would be him. In the few interactions with him that are not in the interactions with him that I've had, he's really not scared of trying to do something different. So that could be cool. That could be cool. Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about? Would you be leaning on just trying to get a new catalog, or do you think at this point him being a more established act, established act, like there is part of his weight in terms of what he brings is his songs that came before?
Yes, I think so. Which is why even on the press release, they're trying to highlight how many views these songs have on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me personally, and I think this is just like my own outlook on life, I kind of prefer to look to the future and be like, this is what I want to bring to the table, like moving forward. But I do agree, or I do understand that what you've done in the past carries with it a certain leverage. So, we've seen that there was a massive trend, and this trend kind of ended a little bit, but there was a massive trend of all the publishing companies being bought out by all these financial institutions and hedge funds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's really massive amounts of value behind old or past catalog. So I think Sony would also, or Sony Music Africa, by the way, that's a big distinction. Because I'm branching out. Because I'm just branching out because I was like, wait, Tyler is signed to Sony, so I was looking for her under Sony Music Africa. No, Tyler is in Sony Music UK.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
it's the same thing with you. It's the same thing with
levels.
UMG that we talked about. We talked about as well.
Exactly.
Where UMG is East Africa is it's UMG, but then it's a separate organization from.
The inkling I have is that like Sony Music Africa, because Sony Music Africa have had some involvement in Tyler's growth within the industry, but they kind of passed her on to, let's be honest, like the bigger entity that's the Sony Music UK. And I think the way I view it is like Sony Music Africa is kind of like an incubator where it's like, okay, we have all these African artists. Let's see who's gonna do bits, and then we'll move them on. Same with Baainar Boy. Baainar Boy is in Warner, but like he isn't in the Warner Africa stuff. He's like the main one. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing. It's where like, if you can deliver the goods, we're gonna promote you to like the more serious, the big leagues. So let's see. To circle back to the initial conversation, though, like I said, I do think that I would like to focus on what's next. What am I doing next? What are the songs I'm bringing like to the table? Because we do get a lot of artists getting so stuck in the past and on past glories and stuff like that. So
is there any
I would like to see him do more like in the future.
Is there any value to what the people are saying in terms of like the labels? Him, like, this could be it could pan out less positively than I guess they would have hoped, in terms of him just signing himself, being signed to a label.
Yeah, there's definitely weight to those sentiments, because a lot of people are giving examples of like Red Sun, because Red Sun got a deal with Sony Music Africa back in the day, and then everything kind of went cold for him, and a lot of people in the comment sections, whether it's on Nairobi Gossip Club or on Sony Music Africa's page itself, or on Nyashinski's post for the song Kayccy, are kind of worried that this might be the end of him. Like, there's a lot of people being like, you've seen what they did to Red Sun. A lot of people are saying you've seen what they did to Michael Jackson.
I'm
Maybe
like,
that's a slight
yeah, that's. I'm
overreaction.
like, okay, guys, like,
Yeah,
you're doing a little bit too
maybe
much.
we're overreacting a little bit.
Doing a little bit too much.
But a lot of people are really worried, and I guess it's part for the cause for labels to kind of be a little bit more controlling and for artists to cede a little bit more of their control in terms of when they release, what they release, and how they release it, I guess. So I don't know how this is going to affect Nyashinski though, because he really releases not so
Yeah, he's not
frequently,
very
to be
frequent, and
honest.
he's
So,
also just very like solidified. Like his brand and everything is just there. Like we know what it
yeah.
is. We know what he's going to give. So unless he's doing something completely left, then like maybe there's not. We'll have to wait and see and just see what happens. Like I do hope that it pans out for him though. In terms of his goal of trying to be more global, and have a bigger, greater footprint than just Kenya. He's in good company though. Kayccy from Ghana is signed to Sony Music Africa. Abigail Chams, Ferrogola, D'banj, Questa, Black Motion, The Soil. When was the last time you heard The Soil? Mayo Kun from Nigeria, Shekina from South Africa as well. All really good artists. So he's joining a good crop.
I do think though, he needs to go at this opportunity with a lot of hunger. You know, I think he has kind of cemented himself in the industry and stuff like that. But like in the global conversation, I think Nyashinski isn't as big a fish as you would think. And I think it's also because he doesn't release as much. And so if it's me personally, I'm taking advantage of all the new resources and kind of going hard in terms of like releases,
Trying to get shows out
and
there.
singles, videos, and shows out there and collaborations. Because if you're in Sony Music Africa, you know there could be a possibility to work with those artists that you listed. So yeah, me personally, I don't think signing to a label solves things. It doesn't be like, okay, it's not as though once you sign, everything is good.
The color of
you know what I mean?
your life
And
changes. No, it's still the same. You have to have a plan before the
it's still
label.
the
In fact,
same.
for a label to pick you up, you probably should have a plan in place. Because they are not just going to buy a t-shirt these days. They don't buy a t-shirt.
Because labels don't, like, labels very rarely put all their energy into like building you up. They kind of see what you're doing, they see your plan, and they enhance that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they do nowadays. They're a bit more lazy. Their approach is less heavy-handed.
Yeah.
I would
They're
say.
they're trying to ride on your success.
They are. Anyway, congratulations to him, I guess. Let's see how it pans out. Do you want to talk about more signed artists and their escapades?
Yeah. We talk about UMG. Njerae has secured a pretty a snippet. I think Kayccy dropped a snippet. Kayccy is a Kenyan artist that goes about his trade in the West, in America. But yeah, he secured a collaboration with Njerae and he dropped it. I think it was last week, right? Which is pretty cool.
I love how you've put that. You've said Kayccy secured a collaboration with Njerae.
Yeah.
Aside, and you didn't say the
No,
other
no,
way
no,
around.
no,
I
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
I like that. Keep that energy.
Exactly. And so that was cool. We listened to it. Sounds good. But then they got a little bit of a what we would call a boost where Blockbust. How do you even introduce him? A$AP Rocky liked the track, liked their post of the song, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's always cool to just see bigger artists like tapping into what we're doing, especially an artist that is as new globally as Njerae. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I think. Did they drop the date of the song release? I don't see.
No.
Yeah.
I also don't think Njerae knows because she
Oh, yeah.
kind of posted on the
Like
comment section.
when we
that,
dropping, bro? When does this?
yeah, tell us when we're dropping, bro.
Oh man.
Me personally, I think that those are conversations that should be held behind the scenes. But I think this was
Definitely.
very like I think Kaycy kind of sporadically did this. I don't think anybody in Njerae's team in UMG knew he was going to do this.
Yeah.
So I think that was a reaction that was purely like, this is just a pure reaction of like, oh wow, this is crazy.
fire.
Like, I'm gonna make a comment. It's big. It's big. It's big to see these collaborations happening. And I believe we talked about this earlier in the year where we were like, we'd like to see some of these Kenyan acts like Kaycy and Pink Panthers in the diaspora really try and stop laughing. Sam, please.
You're always going to find a way to throw Pink Panthers into things, but you're right. You're right.
Because, bro, that can really, really help elevate and bring attention, bring eyes, bring ears to our industry. And I think this is really massive. Like what Kaycy is doing, with repping the Kenyan flag. And I can say this on the podcast. Well, this is not really a podcast exclusive, but like I did have an interaction with Kaycy because I posted about his song on one of my TikTok series, and then he kind of mentioned, "Yo, I'm coming to Kenya." He sent me a voice note and he was like so excited, and I was like, "Yay!" And
You didn't say yay.
so I guess he's coming.
You didn't say yay, Alpha.
I
That's
did.
just minus.
No, Sam, Sam, but it's true. Remember it happened actually when we were recording a podcast. Remember? And I said yay.
Yay. Saying yay to an artist is just is hilarious. Don't ever say yay. Say cool or do something. Give the thumbs
Anyway,
up. But no, but that's
so when he sent me the voice note, I was kind of skeptical. But then I have seen him in so many comment sections saying he's coming to Kenya. And he's always, even in NGC, he's always commenting on NGC for some reason. So I think it's true. I think he's going to be coming to Kenya this year. What do you want to see him do when he's in town?
it will be cool for him to reach into. I mean, Kaycy is at this point he's very like he has a little bit of established. I'm not established. Sorry, he has some really cool collaborations under his belt. Kanye West. He's got Griselda. He's got. It's just so many different cool.
Lancey Fool.
Yeah, man. So many different.
ASAP Rocky, although that song got taken down like the next day.
Oh, maybe that's maybe that's why ASAP is following him around. But no, so it's just really cool. It'd be cool to see him come here and then just keep like collaborate, but then strategic collaborations, not just getting on a song with anybody. Stuff that makes sense, because if you just get on a song with anybody, then what we have is a Kaycy and whoever song. But then if it's like a strategic collaboration that can benefit both artists, then our music scene, however they can benefit from his exposure to the West and what he's done, will be able to benefit. So it has to be like really strategic. I think this one with Njerae is pretty cool. The snippet sounded great, so waiting to see when it drops. Yo, drop it.
I think it's
soon, bro. Please. Let this not be the one to stay on hard drives.
Although he recently released a project, so I don't know how soon it's gonna come out, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do a show of some sorts. And I think going for Njerae is the right strategic move, because Kaycy would mostly appeal to more of like the uptown Nairobi audience. But I think Njerae kind of, as much as that's her core, I think Njerae kind of cuts across the country in the sense that she would be relatable to more people than just people who are in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And so this actually introduces Kaycy to a much
audience,
larger audience than the ones who would naturally flock to him, like the people who listen to underground trap or something.
Even,
that's not everybody.
Even on that, I don't see. I stopped looking at Kaycy as a trap artist because he's done so many different music styles. Like he's tapped into like the old school bag. He's done a couple of different weird alte type hip hop beats that I don't necessarily see Kaycy as in like a trap box. So that could be also something like if he introduces some of the artists that we have here into some of those sounds, if possible, like when he comes there and he's collaborating and introduces them into different sounds as well as the trap stuff. Like he does that well also. He's incredible. Like that would be cool. Maybe that would like unlock a couple of doors and like, oh snap, we can actually get on a different type of sound rather than what we are constantly used to creating around here. So it would be cool.
Yo, and this is big. Hey, listen, maybe when A$AP Rocky was liking that post, he was laid up with Rihanna. They were just like chilling in the living room. And no, it's true. It's true. So maybe Rihanna also saw it. Listen, maybe Rihanna, and if Rihanna sees it, then Jay-Z saw it. And if Jay-Z saw it, then Beyonce
that's not
saw
how
it.
life works. Yo, stop. Yo, stop. Your narratives today are ridiculous.
Listen. So essentially, I'm on this platform to say Njerae times Beyonce coming soon. It's happening. It's happened. It's solidified. That's already in the universe.
It's a done deal.
Listen, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. At the very least, Beyonce could use Njerae as a writer because Beyonce does that a lot. But I'm actually not. I'm genuinely not. I'm not just exaggerating for exaggeration's sake. Things like this happen.
They do.
And this is why this type of collaborations are so important because you never know how that exposure could translate. You know, because hey. He could have been laid up with Rihanna and be like, yo, check this shit out. And then Rihanna was like, yo, this is fire. Like, I need to find out more about the Kenyan scene. Anyway, Sam, don't let me flounder.
Laid up with Rihanna is funny.
But anyway, shout out to Njerae, shout out to Kaycy. Who, fun fact, I realized with Sam recently, we talked about him on episode 1 of this podcast, which, by the way, you guys, if you want to go and check that out and see how the podcast has evolved, please go ahead and cringe
evolved.
along with me and Sam.
Keyword evolve. No, but it's hey, by the way, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome.
Are you going to sing your favorite song? This is where you sing
Karibuni kwenye extravaganza. No, you're not. It's good. Welcome, man. I don't know if I've said it in the beginning, but we are just following journeying with the Kenyan industry along, journaling and giving our thoughts as you have seen. Yeah. Anyway, that's a little plug, plugging ourselves in the middle of our conversation.
So I feel like this is a podcast about like really uplifting people or uplifting artists, uplifting and exposing the Kenyan sound to way more. And I really want to give a big shout out to Tems. So I woke up one day, as you do. I went to scroll on TikTok.
Do you wake up in the morning and just reach for your phone? They say that's bad for your health.
Imagine, it's really bad. It's really horrible, man. Like I usually just hop on TikTok to see what's popping. And I see Odds, who is the founder of Drill Digest, talking about this opportunity that Tems is giving to Kenyan artists. And yeah, man. So Tems has this initiative called the Leading Vibe Initiative. And it's relatively new. They recently just finished with they actually just started off a cohort in Nigeria. Of course she would start in Nigeria because that's where she's from and that's where she's most invested in, but like this initiative is targeted at women in the industry, whether they're musicians, DJs, producers, and it's just essentially trying to give them a platform and also give them the know-how in terms of navigating through the music industry.
Yeah.
And yeah, they recently have a list of Nigerian women who are coming up who they've helped through this initiative. And they recently announced that, Tems is going to be in the country pretty soon for Blankets and Wine. And this opportunity is going to be extended to Kenyan women in the industry. And so, hey, if you're listening to this podcast and you make music, CD, I'm talking to you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo,
calling out anyway, but
that's crazy.
We're looking at you.
But listen, if you're a woman in this space, I think this is a massive opportunity to get get the know-how from somebody who's literally a legend in the game. I would say Tems is a legend in the
She's
game.
definitely,
already.
she definitely,
So-
and she started from like she's self-taught. She started. She was not. She's not an what do we call them? A plant. Like a couple of years ago, she was on her doorstep singing covers, and so like she would be a good person to learn from because she's probably started from where a lot of the newer artists might be at doing covers, learning how to play the piano, uploading stuff. So, and she's also like an example that it's possible. Like if you do work on it the right way, and you work hard, and you're talented, it's very possible to have your art reach, like, go global. A lot of the artists in Nigeria, somewhat like not a lot. Rema is like that as well. Where a couple of years ago he was rapping in his car, just rapping to no one, but now he's on stages. So, yeah.
Same with Ira Star.
Yeah,
She was just doing covers on her Instagram.
It's really cool. It's cool.
Hey, that stuff works, man. That stuff actually can get you like discovered and change your entire
It
life.
does.
So if you're an artist, hey, just post stuff. You never know.
And if you're a female artist, head over to leadingvibe.com, a Kenyan female artist, leadingvibe.com. And you can apply on there. The application closes, I don't know, will it have closed by the time this is out? No, the application closes on August 30th.
So it closes on the...
So between now and then, apply, try your luck, and you might just secure something good.
And the only caveat is that you have to be between the ages of 18 and 35. Yeah. But aside from that, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't apply for this. This is life-changing stuff. Imagine if you're a producer and then Tems is like, bro, I'm going to hop on that. Because you know what I mean? Like, bro, that could just change your life completely.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like it's more likely
slacking.
for her to take the idea and credit you for it than to hop on it. Tems is just such a big artist. When artists get to a certain stage, they think they are bigger than just hopping on anything. That's the problem.
No. What's most likely to happen, and happens a lot, is a producer usually comes with like something dope, and then all the other producers who work with the artist will add to that production, and then it'll come out as like it's like a collab like production with all these different producers. But usually the inception or the first idea is like from a raw like you know what I mean.
It'll be cool though.
Very rarely. Yeah, very rarely do like Sam is right. Very rarely do artists, like big artists, just hop on beats like that. But yeah, man. What else is happening in the industry, man?
More congratulations. In the past few weeks, 3-4 weeks, a couple of people have been added to the Grammy Award membership. And yeah. So Melissa Karaoke was added this year, recently. She's an entrepreneur, founder of Whip Music, which I had to go and look up what that was. I didn't really know what that was, but shout out to her. That's really cool. So she was added to that. Karun as well. Karun Mungai, formerly of Camp Mula. I like it when they put that. These days we know Karun for Karun.
Also formerly of Cosmic Homies. Hey, the real ones know.
The real ones know. So yeah, she has also been added. I think she's a voting member. And then Eric Wainaina recently as well was added to the membership. So that's pretty cool. I think he joins Justo and Josek Asikoye of Jabali Africa, Sauti Sol Fenagitu apparently, which is pretty cool. As members of the
Brian Chege, Faye as well.
Yeah, as members of the both, some are voting, some are just members, but then it's very cool. Now, of course, a Kenyan artist has to win a Grammy now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You guys have to get into a room together and just conspire. It's coming.
Sam and Afam Grammy for.
No, we're talking about artists. Why did you? But hey, I'm not mad at that. But anyway, shout out to them. Congratulations. This is having some of our artists in those rooms will really could really do a lot in terms of pushing our sound and what we're trying to do in this part of the world. So congratulations to all of you.
Yeah, and the last news I want to bring, oh man, guys, we haven't talked about these people in a while. Honestly, it's such a drag whenever we talk about them. But like PAVRISK are in the news again because they have apparently decided that they're going to propose new tariffs for 2026 and 2028. These tariffs are going to extend into the audiovisual realm. And essentially, they're just upping the cost for everything. So this is going to be a wide range of businesses that are affected by this. And essentially, how it works is usually when you have a business like a restaurant or a bar or even a cinema space, like you have to pay a tariff to play music within your premises. This is how they collect revenue. Now, you see, the concerning thing is, in some of these cases, they're actually doubling the cost of the tariffs, and the worrying thing, and I've been mentioning this a lot, is these guys are so good at collecting all this revenue, but where does the money really go to? So apparently, for private members clubs in the city, or in cities, would rise from 60,000 to 150,000. That's more than 100% increase. While those clubs outside major cities will have the tariffs rise from 45,000 to 120,000. But there's business people out here who are like really stressing over this right now. I know this is like crazy news for a lot of people. But anyway, cinema theaters would remain at 100,000 annually, while exhibition of video shows would see a rise of 5,000 to 20,000 per hall. And yeah, this is just like what they've decided they're going to be doing. And I just think it's just really frustrating because fine, you're acting like, okay, we're doing this in the best interest of the artist because we want artists to get paid more, but we never really see this money at all. This money always goes into who knows what, and so it's so greedy. How greedy
and terrible for art.
Increasing tariffs. Yeah. And bro, the thing is, like, oh, of course we would all be behind this if the artist was actually benefiting from this stuff. You know, like we'd be like, oh yeah, let's pay our artists way more. But the reason why we can't do that is because this money is just not going to reach us. It's not going to trickle down to us anyway.
The channels to their pockets are very, very, very well protected. And it's going to be difficult to break that once you overhaul the whole system. So, but I guess in line with that, Ruto had a speech at the 97th Kenya Music Festival state concert that was held in Nyeri, and he announced a couple of, I guess, changes which should contribute to an end of royalty frustrations that we've been having, and yeah, he's saying that there's unfair treatment in the creative industry and artists are to get at that 70%, a rule enforcing a 70% royalty to artists, that it must go directly to artists. And then CMOs that fail to comply would lose their licenses and all that stuff. I mean, this is it's not new. Like, when it just comes to the CMOs, I think we've just stopped believing, honestly. I personally feel like I've stopped believing until we see something.
Those are empty words. The empty promises. Trust me, like in 2 years, Sam,
we'll still be here. We'll still be reporting.
I'm going to remind you. Oh, Sam, remember the time you read out that they were going to like say 70%? It's just not going to happen. So, what's the opposite of shout out? Quiet in. No, whisper in to them.
Whisper in.
Whisper into them.
Just not music. Shout out. Just leave them alone. Like don't even highlight them. New music. New music.
What did you listen to this week?
A couple of releases. I had seen DTX Fenagitu, Butros Mr. T. I mean, I think I saw Fena at a studio and she was playing Get Down. And I thought that was just really interesting. Trying to figure out how they're going to rework a Kenyan classic. So I listened to that. I don't know. I might still prefer the OG Get Down, but it's cool. Seeing more artists, tap into that bag of older songs. I hope that we get a wider array of music and not just redoing it the way it came out, but interpolating it into different things, different genres and everything. So, Mahaba by Shad Mziki and Matata. I really like Shad Mziki. I think he's an incredible artist. And yeah, he just needs to keep dropping. Who else? Mombasa's very own Caleb Awiti dropped Death Do Us Part. And yeah, it's a very weekendy sound. He does that quite a bit. That's like his thing. So shout out to him. He was in the news the past 15 weeks. Toxic Lyrically dropped Bud Flowers. So shout out to him as well. Genesis with a 1 released Almost There. And yeah, Almost There. It is a 13-song project. Features YBW Smith Soundcraft. Oma Mama Fegi, Brandy Maina, they released that as a single. Kinoti and August 4, and a couple more. So if you're a fan to his music, he recently signed with Soul Generation as well. So
again, where's Kahush? Kahush isn't supporting, where's Kahush? Kahush is the guy. He needs to be featuring on all these guys.
Kahuti and Kinoti released a song called Feel the Love, which is on Kahuti's project called Boy Lover. 8 songs on there. I liked a couple of the songs. I liked Bilawe and Kuanawe. It would be interesting. He's a new artist for me. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what he's doing and also go back to his previous catalog and see what he gave us. Is there anything else I enjoyed?
I don't know why I thought you were going to say endured. I was going to be like...
That's crazy to say. No. We support Kenyan music. LA Vibes released Tete. Shout out to him. He's been releasing a little bit consistently. So, and then Risky by Adisap and DJ Prod Luigi. Prod Luigi, who has been really busy again as a producer recently. So shout out to him as well. What did you listen to?
You've mostly just said everything, but I guess we mentioned in the top of the program that Nyashinski released Kayccy, accompanied with a video. There was also Issues 2 by Ochungulo Family, which I actually really enjoyed, man. Their bars are so dumb.
And that's what because we had talked about it and you're like, I told you that I wasn't really feeling it, and you said you're on the opposite side. That's really what did it for me. It's like the bars sometimes I just want something else, I guess. I don't know. It's
great, and I'm happy that they're like really applying pressure. Did you mention Nyadundo by Father Mo and Diana Codes?
I did not.
That came out with a video, so shout out to them. Let's see. Money Over Love by Yuaya Tajiri. In an alternate reality, I would play this at the end of the podcast, but we do have something special waiting for you guys. But this was a really good song. I think Yuaya Tajiri is a really amazing songwriter. The melodies that he's able to come up with, insane. And I see why he taps in with so many artists to songwrite for them.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing I listened to was Coco Choco by Bithi. And lastly, I would say shout out to the boys, Swahili Papi, Ekumbo, and Jovi Jove. They dropped the project Swahili Stepper. I guess the flagship song that they're trying to push is Music Cocaine.
Yep.
They also featured Mura on the last song, Rest in Peace. So I think that was a good touch. So shout out to them. That's really That's really all I listen to. Oh no. I also listen to this new group who I just discovered randomly on YouTube. They're from Mombasa. They're called Double Gang. That's DOUBLE Gang. Go support these kids, man. They're from Mombasa, like I said. They released a song called Tuko On, and it's spelled with a number 2, KO, and then on. And
I didn't see that coming. But okay.
no, I just have to like, because you might struggle finding it. So shout out to them. They have potential. They're very raw, but they have potential. Yeah, man. Sam, do you want to introduce the song we'll be playing for the end of the podcast?
Yeah. But before that, two more songs that I think I want to highlight. Number one, for Mr. Frank, dropped I guess it's a freestyle, my 23rd birthday. I enjoyed the rapping in that. And then Udulele DJ Mura Kaycy released a song called Dunia, Yetu. DJ Mura is it's part of like the Afro house scene, so it was interesting hearing what he did with Udulele. So yeah, it's very traditional, very cool. I enjoyed that one a lot. In an alternate universe, I would have played that for the end of the podcast. But for the end of the podcast, we are going to be going to Lunga, Baainar, B-Bar, Wendy K, and Hendrick Sam. Again, the continuation of the Afro House wave and just the year that Afro House has been having. This is a good addition to it. So for the podcast, our pick of the week would be those artists with the song Nipende. That was Nipende by Lunga Baainar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lunga Baainar, B-Bar, Wendy K, and Hendrick Sam. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Afro House movement. And yeah, hope to see it continue.
Yes, sir, man. And like we always like to say at the end of the podcast, we started this as a platform to uplift Kenyan music because we want to see Kenyan artists get played more and paid more. And if you're new to this podcast, I usually like to end it with a mantra that I've devised for myself to follow. It's called the 3 C's, and the first C is confidence. Always be confident in your art. Never doubt yourself. Number 2, consistency. Consistency is key. It's actually much better being consistent than being talented. And number 3, craft. Always find time to work on your craft. If you can only find 5 to 10 minutes to do something because your day is so busy, I understand how it is. Do that. Everybody has 5 minutes. Everybody has like 10 minutes. Just sit down and improve yourself in some way. And trust me, that time will add up and will really push you. And yeah, man, that's another podcast that we've done, Sam.
Indeed.
Episode 144. I'll miss you so much. But
don't worry,
hey,
145 will keep you company. Yeah, we'll catch you guys in episode 145.
Easy, we out.